Once, during a time of war, there was a young man named Steve Rogers. He was small, weak, and often sick. Other people laughed at him. They told him he couldn't be a soldier. They said he was too skinny, too soft, and too slow. But Steve didn't give up. He believed in helping others. He believed in doing what was right, even when it was hard. He tried again and again to join the army. He wanted to fight for his country and protect people from danger. One day, a doctor named Abraham Erskine saw something special in Steve. Not his muscles, but his heart. Steve was chosen for a secret program called the Super Soldier Project. The goal was to create the perfect soldier, strong, fast, brave. Steve was nervous, but ready. He stepped into a machine. They gave him a special serum, and something amazing happened. His body changed. He became taller, stronger, and full of energy. Steve Rogers became Captain America. But soon after, the doctor was killed by an enemy agent. The secret formula was lost forever. Steve was now the only super soldier in the world. At first, the army didn't send Steve into battle. They used him for shows. He wore a colorful costume and gave speeches to sell war bonds. People cheered, but Steve felt useless. He didn't want to be a symbol. He wanted to fight. One day, Steve learned that many soldiers, including his best friend Bucky, were captured by the enemy. Without permission, Steve put on his uniform, took his shield, and went to save them. Alone, behind enemy lines, he entered the enemy base and rescued over 400 soldiers. From that moment, everything changed. Steve became a real hero. He led missions with his team. He fought the evil group called Hydra, who wanted to take over the world. Their leader, the Red Skull, was dangerous and powerful. Steve used his shield, made from vibranium, to block bullets and protect others. He never used violence without reason. He fought to defend people, not to hurt them. He inspired hope and unity. During one mission, his best friend Bucky fell from a train and was lost. Steve was heartbroken, but he kept going. In the final battle, Red Skull tried to use a powerful weapon called the Tesseract to destroy cities. Steve stopped him, but the plane was going to crash and kill millions. So Steve made a choice. He said goodbye to the woman he loved, Peggy Carter, and crashed the plane into the ice to save the world. He disappeared. People thought Captain America was gone forever. But 70 years later, something incredible happened. Scientists found Steve's body frozen in ice. He was still alive. His body had been preserved. They brought him back. Steve woke up in a new world, a modern world. So much had changed. But inside, he was still the same man. Kind, brave, honest. He joined a group of heroes called the Avengers. Together, they protected Earth from new threats. He worked with Iron Man, Thor, Hulk, Black Widow, and Hawkeye. Though they were all different, they fought side by side. Steve became the leader, not because he was the strongest, but because he never gave up. He listened. He cared. He always did what was right. Later, he discovered that Bucky had survived, but he had been brainwashed and turned into a killer called the Winter Soldier. Steve didn't give up on him. He fought to bring his friend back. And he did. Then came a war between heroes. Some wanted control. Others wanted freedom. Steve believed people should choose their own path. So he stood against powerful forces, even against friends. It was painful, but Steve followed his heart. Then, a bigger danger appeared. Thanos, the destroyer. He came to collect the Infinity Stones, powerful objects that could change reality. The Avengers tried to stop him, but failed. Thanos snapped his fingers. Half of all life disappeared. Steve watched people vanish. He felt broken, but even in darkness, he didn't give up. After 5 years, there was a chance to fix things. With hope, science, and teamwork, the Avengers planned a mission through time to collect the stones before Thanos did. It worked. In the final battle, all heroes came together. Steve held his shield and something amazing happened. He lifted Thor's magical hammer. Only the worthy can do that. And Steve was worthy. He fought with all his strength. He stood alone against an army. But then, all the heroes returned. Together, they defeated Thanos. Tony Stark gave his life to finish the battle. After the war, Steve had one final mission. He returned the stones to their places in time. But then he made a choice. He stayed in the past, in the time he had lost, and lived a quiet life with Peggy. As an old man, he returned to pass his shield to a new hero. He was proud, peaceful, and full of love. Steve Rogers showed the world that being a hero is not about power or fame. It's about heart, about standing up when it's hard, about doing good, even when no one is watching. That is the story of Captain America. And now you've learned it while practicing your English. Thank you for listening to Easy Pace English. We hope this story helped you relax, learn new words, and feel inspired on your English journey. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, and share this video with friends who are learning English too. And remember, learning English is not a race. It's a journey. We'll see you in the next story. Goodbye for now.